My guide Ruben was very helpful, knowledgeable in knowing the areas that he had to guide us through, also recommend us what's good to have in the area. He is very good with his language, spoke English, Chinese, Cantonese with a bus full of tourists and everyone understands him. Love the tour. Even solo traveler like me could do this tour as well. Could have traveled to these attractions myself, but joining a year would be great, save time and the hassle of getting lost. I thoroughly enjoyed this trip because I was able to experience some of the iconic and famous places in Taiwan where some of the most popular movies of all time were taken. I love cats so much too, so I was excited to play with the cats at Houtong. Our tour guide is so kind, energetic and friendly. She was so easy to talk to. She accommodated us very well. We miss Evelyn already. Red heart emoji. Love this tour. The only slight down for me is probably the Houtong cat village. We only saw very few cats. Maybe they're hiding. Overall the tour is great and our guide Evelyn is very knowledgeable and super kind. Kudos to her. Heart hands emoji. Our tour guide Nana is the best. We really appreciate all her efforts in guiding us. She is a rock star and she knows everything we need to know and very accommodating. I admire how she handled our tour. Thank you so much Nana for showing us how beautiful Taiwan is. The only thing about this tour that I would like to improve is the public shuttle from Jiufen back to station, not to allow overloading as it is really scary for the zigzag and inclined road, that we need people getting off in the middle of the road for the bus to carry the rest of the passengers to get to the destination. This is not Nana's fault though. Smile, the public shuttle driver should know this, I assume. On the day of our trip, the Shifen waterfall had a construction that would drastically delay our trip. But our tour guide Eva gave us alternatives that allowed us to maximize our time in other parts of our tour. She switched from English to Chinese really well and made sure we had enough time to explore each area. There was a considerable amount of walking, but she paced it well and gave options to make it easier for others and help conserve energy throughout the day. She also gave a helpful list of food to check out at Jiufen, which made it feel like a treasure hunt for us. Highly recommend and thank you Eva for making this trip memorable. Robin was our guide and was really accommodating and speaks very good English. He made sure our trip was safe and entertaining. Highlight of the trip was Jiufen. Food there was great. We went early to avoid lots of people, but nighttime is better though crowded. Had a great tour through Shifen, Jiufen, and Houtong village. Mr. Robin always gives the best dad jokes, rolling on the floor laughing emoji. He was really nice to introduce us solo travelers with our fellow solo travelers. It was really nice meeting new friends through this tour. What a great experience. It was tiring, especially in Shifen Waterfalls and Jiufen Old Street, but we actually enjoyed it. Our tour guide was so kind and considerate, knowing we got lost finding the meeting place. She also gave us a souvenir that we will never forget. Thank you for this experience, Kluk. Smiley face emoji. I recommend this tour to anyone wanting to explore Taiwan in a short amount of time. The guide, Nana, was very kind and attentive. She spoke English and Chinese and made sure to communicate where and when we'd meet. She also gave us recommendations on what to eat or do at certain locations. She even offered to take pictures, so now I have some great photos to show my family. I really enjoyed Houtong. The cats were cute and I love the cat-themed cafes. Overall, as a solo traveler, I felt that I was in good hands. It was very nice to meet Nana. This was an interesting trip, as this was my first time visiting Taiwan. I can't wait to come back. The tour was fun, but the weather was a bit rainy, so it made walking hard. Luckily, our guide Nana was so kind to remind us to bring umbrellas or raincoats for the weather. She was also an excellent photographer and gave us our photos promptly. I would highly recommend this tour. And make sure to wear comfortable clothes because it includes a lot of walking. Opted for this tour instead of the one with you and it didn't disappoint. Nana the tour guide was very good and informative. The tour left and finished on time and she gave us enough time to explore spots, while carefully reminding us of the meetup points to ensure no one is lost. If you don't want to explore on your own, you can also come with her to tour the area. She even offered to take pictures of everyone, and gave us free drinking water. Definitely one of the highlights of our Taiwan trip.